Welcome to our last segment of Teacher Productivity. I'm your host, Kendra Coleman, and now we're going to talk about Nearpod in the virtual classroom. So, I started using Nearpod this year, and there was this debate between Nearpod and Pear Deck, and I've used them both, and I know how to use them both pretty well. I have decided that I enjoy Nearpod better, and I'm going to show you why. All right, so let's log in. So Nearpod is free for like some of their more basic elements, and then of course there is a paid element as well. So some districts have paid for teachers to use Nearpod. My district has, so I have a lot of elements in mine. And as you can see, I use it quite extensively. These are not all of the lessons that I have created because I also have folders that I save my lessons in as well. And you'll notice over here on my other side, I have a PowerPoint on how to use Nearpod. Well, actually, it's just 3 slides, but I'm going to take this PowerPoint and import it into Nearpod and show you how I use it. Right? I'm a PowerPoint girl. I love using PowerPoint, and so a lot of times I will pre-create my lessons in PowerPoint so that I can upload the basis of the lesson to Google Classroom for the students to refer back to even after we have completed our interactive Nearpod lessons. Because once the lesson is closed, the students cannot go back in for that information. So I like to create a separate PowerPoint just so that they can get to the basic information from there. So I'm going to create a new lesson. And I can upload files. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload it from my computer. And how to use Nearpod. And when it uploads my 3 little slides, it's going to upload them. It's going to give me a choice as to whether I want them to upload all together as one slide presentation within one slide of Nearpod, or do I want each of my slides to be an individual slide in Nearpod? And I usually do individual slides like this. So I have my introduction slide, how to use Nearpod. Let's see if it'll work over here. Oh, Nearpod as an interactive presentation program, and then you can use Nearpod for formative and summative assessments, multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, polls, matching, video lessons, gamification, and so much more. All right, so let's just see a few of my favorite things to do. So now that I have my 3 slides in here, I'm going to add a slide. Oh, it's still processing. Okay, so while it's processing, let's talk about Nearpod as the R in rat. And so that R represents replacement. So yes, the Nearpod kind of replaces maybe what we would write on a chalkboard or whiteboard in the classroom, right? And even that can be interactive. We can have students come up to the board, but we can only have one student at a time, or maybe a group of students participate in whatever activity we have going on the whiteboard or on the chalkboard. Nearpod allows for every student to be involved all at one time. And I guess, to me, that's transformative. That's past augmentation. Because augmentation would mean I'm still able to have 1 or 2 students participate, but on some sort of technology. That would be like a smart board, right? So now I've moved from having a whiteboard to having a smart board where I can save my information, whatever the case may be, but I'm still only having one student or a group of students. That's augmentation or amplification. However, Nearpod is transformative in the sense of every student now can be involved in whatever it is that we're doing. No one's left out. Everyone can do the assignment all at one time. So we're going to add a slide, and here are our wonderful options. All right, we can put in a video, and anybody that is familiar with Edpuzzle would love this because it also allows video pauses, and you can insert questions that the students can answer for the video pause. You can create a Nearpod slide, which is a slide within Nearpod. You can get web content and put it right into Nearpod. Flow vocabulary. I love flow vocabulary. It is an extra fee for flow vocabulary after you use 3 of them. But they're videos, they're like rap videos, educational rap videos. They're amazing. And yeah, so that's flow vocabulary. Nearpod 3D is like going on field trips. They also, it has, let's see what they have in here. Well, not field trips, but like more like hands-on activities, like really trying to see into things. I feel like this is more like science and history, where they have like animal cells and looking in the ear and things of that nature. And let's see. Oh, look, Flipgrid. I love Flipgrid too. So that integrates as well. Oh, a collaborative board. Let's see that first. So a collaborative board is similar to Padlet, right? Or Jamboard, where students can, you can put a topic on the board and students can all answer it and they can see each other's answers. So my topic is going to be, what activity do you think you would like most on Nearpod? All right, and they also let you add a picture in from your computer or from the web. You can put a description down at the bottom. Please answer in complete sentences. All right, and so I can save that. So I've added a new slide onto my Nearpod. There's a collaborative board. All right, now let's see. Let's add a multiple choice question. That would be under activities. And it's a quiz. And when you do a quiz, you can ask more than one question in that quiz. So for instance, I can ask, what is your favorite? And this box may not be big enough. Ah, here we go. And save. Figured it out. All right, now we can save. Oh, the required fields. Okay, question 1. Oh, I know. We have to answer what's the right answer. So if it was this would be better as a poll than as a multiple choice question. All right, but I think I can say they're all correct. So we'll say they're all correct. No wrong answers here. Only right answers. All right, let's save. Let's see. So we've got a quiz. We have a collaborative board. And let's add one more thing. Ooh, PDF viewer. So I use this for when I want to annotate with my students together. So we're doing thank you, ma'am. So I can go into my files and I can find my copy, my PDF copy of thank you, ma'am. All right, and I can insert that here. And now that's there, so we can look at that. So let's see here. All right. Oh, my favorite, I didn't tell you about my favorite slides. So my favorite slides are draw it slides, which I also use with PDFs, or I copy and paste some text over, and the students are able to highlight and to circle and to do those sort of things right in Nearpod. So let's, yeah, okay, I found a smaller one to upload. All right, this is our learning style inventory. All right, and I can add directions. Please complete this inventory. All right, and I can also add some type of video or a picture or audio instructions. I can add a timer, but I'm not going to add a timer. So, and then click save. And then next, I will show you how to play this for your students. Okay, now I have saved this, and I want to assign this to my students. Now I can do live participation, which my students are able to do this all by with me as a teacher leading them, or I can do student pace. So let's do a student pace version, and it's going to give us a link. I'm going to copy that link. Okay, and here is our Nearpod lesson. Students would enter the code where it says join a code. It will still ask them for their Google account. I'm going to sign in with my personal account just to make it less messy when it comes to looking at this. And here's our Nearpod that we just created. First slide. The second slide. These I uploaded from PowerPoint because I created them in PowerPoint. Here is our collaborative board where we can answer the question. Every student can answer the question and post it onto the collaborative board. And they can love it. Oh, here's our quiz where no answer is wrong. And as I said, I believe that this is a very transformative program due to the fact that every student can participate, and there's a lot of differentiation here as far as, you know, students being able to take notes and being able to save their notes to Google Drive or to OneDrive. If they're in student pace mode, they can use the navigator to go through the lesson. If you have a draw slide, you know, they get used to it very quickly and are able to adapt to how this works. There's also a pen tool that you can use. I'll move out the way of the tools so that you can see them. All right, there's also a highlighter tool that you can use in different colors. And you can even insert pictures. This is my first time inserting a picture, so you have to forgive me for not quite knowing how to do this, but it took me a couple of times to to figure it out. That didn't work. Let's try it again. But the students pick up on it so quickly, so very quickly. I think you have to hit the save button. There you go. All right, and then there it is on your screen. And they play around with it all the time, and so they have figured these things out. And that's the end. So absolutely, Nearpod is a transformative technology for virtual classroom learning because it allows all of your students to participate at one time. It also allows you to differentiate their learning. And I really can't think of any cons to Nearpod, but if you think of some, you let me know.
Start a raid fight with some Amish, and then stop at Wolf Sanctuary. Like in